Republicans said this the other day, and I kind of like the words. I guess the reason Democrats want to raise taxes, use class warfare, attack corporations, is because they take everyone else's money and they redistribute it, but they themselves don't pay taxes. So there's no reason for them to worry about tax increases, right?
That's fresh and wrong, and you know it. I mean,
fresh and wrong. I've never been called fresh before on this show.
Here's the thing, you know. Daschle made a mistake he called a stupid mistake. A stupid mistake.
It's,
yeah.
You know, Sandy Berger, this is what Democrats said when he shoved documents into right next to his private parts. No, not to be crude. They said it was sloppy. Democrats always have an excuse. Sloppy, mistake. If I don't pay my taxes, is that a mistake?
There you go, being fresh again. I mean, here's the thing. He said he made a stupid mistake. And I think the thing we can come out of this sort of in a nonpartisan fashion looking at is that perhaps we have to reform the tax code. Perhaps that's the real problem we have here when you have really smart people who are making bogus mistake after bogus mistake.
How about they didn't pay it because they didn't want to pay it?
How about they made a mistake?
How about, wait a minute, when Geithner was informed about the 2 years he didn't pay, why didn't he pay the other 2 years?
Fair question.
No answer, is there?
No,
so he consciously cheated, didn't he?
Who knows what was going on in his mind? I think that's a bit of a leap, saying he consciously.
One thing we need to clear up, I think we all agree that Barack Obama was elected mostly by black, racist, and white guilty people. Most black Americans, 96% of them are racist toward white Americans. And white folks feel guilty and they're afraid of being called a racist.
Do you really believe 96% of black America is racist? You don't believe that?
Yes, sir. Without a doubt.
Come on, Jesse.
There is no way.
You don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Without a doubt. Watch me. As we move on with Barack Obama being in there, you're not going to be able to speak out against him at all unless you will be called a racist.
So you think as the chief critic of Obama, I've been called a Nazi and everything else in between. So maybe that's, but I don't believe. I think 90% of Americans are not.
96% of black Americans voted for this man because he's a far left socialist liberal, and he's a Democrat. Had he been a black Republican conservative, they would not have voted for him.
I love Michael Steele's election, but at least he wants to win.
I think a lot of minority voters voted for Barack Obama because he promised things like comprehensive health care reform. And I think the thing we're seeing with Daschle is that's going to slow down one of the major issues that people cared about, and that's the greatest tragedy that's
You're right about that. They voted for him because they have a socialist mentality. If you want to know what socialism looked like, look at the black community. Out of wedlock birth, crime out of control, a dependency on government.
I never saw
and
most of
the people that they elect are liberal black Democrats who have done nothing but destroyed the black community by bringing in more government. And that's what Barack Obama would do.
And I want to ask you to respond after this, but I don't like the fact that 90%, if you go by demographics, of the African American community votes Democrat.
Yeah.
Michael Steele and I have had many discussions about this. We've had many discussions about this. Do you really think it's, though, based entirely on race?
It's based on race, and it's that Democrat take care of me mentality. You even had most of the black preachers voted for him, and I say that there is no way that you can believe in God and vote for a person like Barack Obama. There's nothing about this guy that promotes godliness.
He's supported LBJ and civil rights. This has been a sea change since then, but I still don't understand what this has to do with the tax issue.
No, he's expanding this.
Yeah, the point is that they know that he's going to cut taxes, he's going to take away from those who are willing to work hard and give to those who are unwilling to work.
Well, I'm going to be a Pollyanna here, and I'm going to suggest that I think it's bigger than that. I think it represented change right across the board, including Iraq.
But we don't need socialism. Socialism is not good for our country. That's why we are doing this national tour to stop Obama's socialist agenda, because America can't afford that.
We'll take a break. We're going to come back with our panel, but first time to